This light in the hallway came out of the room, turned the light off, just as his audio recorded right here, on this recording right here. That's exactly what this is. Now, you know, the telephone more than not is shitty, but everything is recorded here. And for me to get the recording, I have to eventually close the recording, which I will not. I go in the kitchen to eat fruit right there, sit there, eat. Telephone start to ring. She come up from downstairs, all nervous, back and forth. The first thing she does is she flips the light on again. Then she goes out on a terrace, and I come to actually talk about this stuff to her, because this is based on MK Ultra scenario. The light inside of the hallway area, while keeping me inside of the living room area, was to significate a psychiatric hospitalization. And so she is completely obsessed and under the impression that she is creating some kind of anxiety issues, you know, with the stuff they played with during MK Ultra. And that's going to cost her dearly. I advised her about her police comrades' clochery. No, we can do it like this. So now she came out and she turned the light off. I asked her, why do you do this? She obviously forgot that she already left the light on. You know, that's how much she is stressed out about. They're just so anxious with these sirens they blow on the other side of Kirka River and so on. They would literally take me to the road inside of the ambulance vehicles, and would drive me on the road parallel to this road here. They threatened me. What the fuck we gonna do to you if we're not gonna be allowed to use this road here anymore, and so on and so forth. This was a big deal. Also to Robert Golov from Ljubljana. Cursed me out, death threatened me. If it's going to be something like this and we're not going to be allowed to use this road, we're going to kill you. I don't know what the fuck we're going to do to you. Because it's another, this parallel to this road, it's a bypass. And that's the road they should use. And then they would take me with the ambulance vehicles on that road, and they would cry to me, demonstrating me about how busy it is during the evening hours, that road. You're gonna fuck us, you fuck us. I'm saying, because now the sirens started to blow like crazy after 7 o'clock, parallel here. Not anymore on this road. Now it's been already for like maybe 2 weeks. They haven't been using this road no more here. They're using the road parallel to that. And they went on to guarantee, but you're gonna hear the sirens. It's the same thing. They deliver me on a terrace, and they had me listen the sirens parallel, and they said, now you're gonna see, now the sirens are gonna go from all the way through the bypass, through the intersection. I think it's known Tabletka. This is what was a tablet. This is what psychiatrists are so excited about. Behind the Kirka pharmaceutical company, that's a Rondo. And I think they call that tabletka, whatever. It's a Slovenian way to express a joy for the psychiatry, obviously. And all the way to Kulandia, that's like a shopping center. Now we're going to blow the sirens all the way. You're going to do this to us that we're not going to be able to use this here. And we need this road so much. No, motherfuckers, you don't need to use this road so much, assholes. You don't need this, you criminal murderers scum, from General Hospital Novo Mesto. That's how I address you. You're filth. You're dunk. You're no ambulance workers. You're not workers of any kind. Every one of you deserves to go to the prison, jail, scum. This isn't because of me, scum. This is because of you. You think I would pay even attention to these vehicles passing through here if it wasn't for the stuff you did to me? Probably not. Even if I would have the sirens go on, I probably would not pay attention to scum. So it's you who did this shit. And the second thing is, why did you scum with your Ljubljana, Milan Kucha and Robert Golob owners, scum as you are, why did you go and put the new hospital again toward the city, facing toward the city direction, when you obviously need a medical station because of the traffic congestion, rather on this side? You fucking explain to me. It's not because of me. It's because you're so criminally corrupt, so criminally insane, is why you have to choke inside of the traffic consequently now because of this stuff. You see, karma is a bitch, and it slowly started to catch up with you. And it's bad, but don't worry. Somebody said it's nothing so bad that it couldn't get worse. In your case, it's going to get much worse. This is actually like talking to myself. Really, it feels like I have psychiatrist Peter Kapsch inside of my head and the garbage from Novo Mesto police station. The issue that I just mentioned is the issue I challenge about the hospital that will be located on site out of the city toward Chantierney, toward Autobahn. See, this is the stuff that psychiatrist, cops, police, scum in blue, all gonna have to explain about this stuff. That's why I'm giving this on the internet. He stated to me, talking about psychiatrist, cops, I don't know if you're a psychiatrist, wherever the fuck you are. Do you like this program? Do you like it like this? If you're a police officer, let's say. And I wanted to be a police officer all my life. Not exactly all my life, but when I came to the US. Do you like this program? Do you like to be put like this on you? Do you like that stuff? Huh? I got plenty more for you. It's an English language, I know, it doesn't bother you. He said to me like this. He said to me like this. He said to me, we already discussed this issue. Why? And he said to me, that because you don't want to have a super highway right here. No, I really don't want 100 meters from my house. I really don't want to have a super highway right here. And that's also the issue I discussed. No, the sirens that they blew, they do have a meaning. They do have a meaning. Always everything was because of you. Because of you, for you. Actually, that would be like 50 meters from this house. 60 meters from this house. They plan on creating a super autobahn that would go through Gorjanci to Croatia and stuff like this. And I did explain to you how that autobahn even came on the picture, when in reality there should have been already autobahn on completely two other locations they had a long time ago. Not even Serbs agreed to the autobahn here. It was the madness, the rage of Milan Kucan that demanded autobahn here. Because of this house, because father sold my grandfather's house, took loans in Kirka Pharmaceutical with mom, and started to build this house here. He said, psychiatrist cop said, that's because you don't want the highway here. Yeah, somehow I don't. And some way, somehow, I don't really give a fuck about your needs. You could, if you wanted to. I proposed you, and you told me you have a better solution. You're going to build a highway here. Widen the bridge, the road. You could, if you wanted to, build 2 other locations for the highway that you claimed that you needed so much in order to release the congestion of the traffic. You didn't. Even those that were originally designed in Yugoslavia would not run through here. You had location designed that would run through Berlin, but Berlin is no good. Berlin is no good because this is where psychiatrist Peter Kapsch have his home. You had another location which would be highway that would run through, which was the original one that was designed. It was the highway that was designed to run through, it's known as Mrzla Dolina apartments. They created apartments. This is the second one. And then there was a third one, which is on this side, but it goes a little further down behind the village, that the highway that was designed to run. Yet you wanted to run right here through next to our house. Why should I give a fuck about you choking on your traffic over there? Why would I give a fuck about scum, filth, dunk, corrupt, criminal as it gets? Why the fuck would I feel bad about you choking on a fucking congestion that we have even discussed the needs for the new hospital to be rather located on this side here of the city? And you know that those are the needs. Why should I, explain to me, why the fuck should I? Because of your corruption, because of your incompetence, if you like. Why? Why would I feel bad? Because of the general society that you corrupt, entire Slovenian society that you corrupt on so much. Why the fuck would I feel bad about that? Explain to me this. That's a question for you. Why? Because you're a scumbag, I should feel bad for you? Somehow I don't feel that way. I just came from downstairs, upstairs, and on my way downstairs, I made sure that the door would be left open, the entrance door. And again, remember when I said I feel like I'm talking to myself? The window here is open. I opened the window right now because, again, how many times have I heard the neighbor, Metod Yerman? That's why I said talking to myself. And investigators, all disappointed. It's like you would stick hose in their ass coming out of the house in the morning, entering the stairway area, which I was using to come downstairs, and they would say, she did it again, she did it again, talking about my mom. Because of what I already explained, they were keeping the battery here in this area here, like this. And gospoda, or gospoda in Slovenian language, it's like lords, I don't know, lords, their majesties were so afraid that they're gonna get sickened with these fumes. You know what I mean? She did it again. She did it again. She did it again. She did it again. And it was a neighbor, Method Yerman, who insisted, you're going to have to keep the window open. Nothing. You're going to have to keep the window open. She did it again. She did it again. 1,000 fucking times. 1,000 fucking times. Yeah. That's why you maybe even heard me breathing a little bit heavily when I came upstairs. Look at this. This is my mother's invention, this stuff. This is truly ingenuity, man. Is it? Is it not ingenuity? I think it is. I think it is. I mean, oh, that's a beautiful spider right there. Look at it. It's quite big. Oh, he's got a big terrain here. I might put one out. He's got plenty of food here, this spider, because of the insects that go under the floor, and so he gets in. Come on, man, let's go. And so he's got plenty of food. All right, buddy, come on. Look at him, how big it is, man. It's actually a female. That one's gonna have a small spiders. Oh, how big, beautiful she is. Oh man, hey, look at that. Look at this, the size of my finger. Look at that. Look. Yeah, you're not gonna. How beautiful she is. She recognizes maybe this even more, but there is plenty of food for her here. She also have to watch out for the birds. That's how she got. I'm recording this again, this stuff, and I will explain to you all about this. Plenty of this stuff here she could use anywhere, but this here is the effective one. This is the effective. That's how you do it. If you want to screw somebody and you want him to have his fingers cut, then that's the way you do this stuff. Yeah. Luckily, this is not deep. Shit, there is another one right here. Ah, there is another one right here. I did not even notice this shit. Luckily, this stuff is not deep, but the other one is really bad. When I recorded this stuff, and I already have recorded this stuff, I did go out like this, in front of the building, in front of the house of the neighbor, Method Yerman, and I pointed out with my hands at the house. The thing is, the video recording was actually deleted. That's the house right there. Not the yellow one that you see right there, but the white one right there. That's what he came up with. That's something I have to thank him for. That was his invention. He was a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant guy. The way they add up these numbers together, 1 + 1. You're not allowed to wash clothing in a washing machine. You're only allowed to use manual wash. They demanded for me to hand wash the stuff. Mother doesn't allow me to use the washing machine. I did spoke about those issues already. And, you know, police, Igor Yurshich is going to have to explain about this stuff. He knew absolutely about absolutely everything, including my returning the oil the car engine oil to the store, for which they knew I'm gonna have to use a basket like this, and that I will eventually, it's already healed now, scratch my hands because of the sharp edges of this thing. They did this stuff during MK Ultra. So they investigated every crime, any crime I would mention. They already had their own book of philosophy for every, not investigated, but philosophized about the crime they afterwards enforced through the mother. Every fucking crime, every fucking crime. That means basically talk to yourself. As Miran Sudin stated when I was at a police station on October the 30th, 2025, he stated to me, just keep writing, just keep writing, ha, 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 ha. You know, somebody has the ability to make my video recordings not appear on the computer. And I was not smart enough to double check whether this particular recording I did earlier did, or I should say was transferred to the laptop. Somebody has the ability to control, somebody has some ability to make certain video recordings on my telephone appear or not appear, I should say transfer to the laptop. Somebody has it. I had ambulance workers coming right here to us to literally swear in my face that they're gonna kill me, that they're gonna hurt me, with Robert Golub explaining them, Milan Kuchan, who did all this shit, explaining them, in a parenthesis, explaining that I don't actually have anything to do with it. It's an entire village that signed up the petition for not wanting to have. Actually, I think they said like 30 meters from here that they wanted to build the highway right through here. And entire other side of the Kirka River also disagreed with these things. So Robert Golub, who went on to calm this ambulance macho man who suffered so much in traffic because of me, because whenever there was a traffic, it appears like they saw me. We hate you so much. Hate you, and so on. I hate you, hate you, hate you. Boy, do I fucking like you guys. Do I like you guys now? It's a lot of you is gonna stay without a job. It's a lot of you that are gonna end up behind the bars, locked for life, literally scum. And the physicians, of course, not only they couldn't do anything, yes, of course they did. They did everything they possibly could. You know what I mean. Yeah, I was just gonna post that stuff to the internet, but I realized it's not good enough. We can do better. We can do more. This here is the city of the Novo Mesto. And that's the Lochna Bridge right there. There is like house here located, okay, where I am at. And this is the road right there that you see on the other side of the Kirka River. This is our house here. That's the river right here that goes, and this is the road they would go, and they would blow the sirens. That they like that one. They like this one, and not only because of the sirens, but because of the flashlights. It adds a little bit extra craziness to it. Crazy factor. And this here is what I am talking about. This stuff here. This is where they have to go now through. This. Now they have to go through here, which is what they're supposed to use. They like it through here though, because if you go through here, you can go here, get to this intersection. All the ambulance workers were involved in this stuff. Then you go through here, and then you continue to go here, and you head toward this direction. You can do that, but there's no way you can merge on the Autobahn anywhere. So this is the punishment. No, it's not really punishment. It's a part of the work. Now, this area deserves a hospital here. They planned on here, wherever location, they planned on the hospital so that they would have also ambulance vehicles that would be heading that way, in that direction. But instead what they did was, this is a General Hospital Novo Mesto right here. This is a General Hospital Novo Mesto. A few days ago, we had what is known as a Slovenski Prime Minister, Dr. Robert Golob, Novo Mesto, visit, and there is opening of the nursing hospital, a hospital of the dignity. It's a dignity. To them, it's all about the dignity. That's why they're a little bit more challenging, because they like to talk about the dignity, equality. These are all from the League of Ex-Communist Party of Yugoslavia people. Greater Serbian Chetnik State, Yugoslavia. So they like the words equality, dignity, that kind of stuff. That's why I said they're a little bit more challenging. So, the General Hospital right here. Yeah, you can see it right here. So, they had problems with all this. And so, the only thing I do is I actually mirror their problems through the internet for the people to really see the real perspective about what the fuck this is. This so-called Slovenian state, Slovenska država. That's the only thing I do. The only thing I do is I portray the real side of the Novo Mesto and Ljubljana and so on. You know, the real. That's what we want. We don't want any kind of fake shit. We want things to be seen as they are, not from any perspective, but exactly what are worth for what took place.